Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. I messed up on the other live, so I had to redo this. So waiting for some people to come in. So whoever hear this, come through. All right. Um, Hold on, I'll be right back there. Take this one up. Hello, I'm back again. Um, Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grind, Chef JT, not just chef in the kitchen, he's chefing up information. Um, so hold on. 89 TV, salute. I messed the other one up, so I have to redo this one. It's lack of black coaches in administration. That's what we're gonna talk about. I put it in the description and also in the chat. So we will wait for some more people coming. Welcome 89 TV. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I'm back again. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. That's my channel. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one graphic, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. I had to redo this one, so I sent emails out for the old one. So the one whoever got it, just come right on in. And like I said, tired of it is lack of black coaches and administration. We're going to talk about this because it's very, very serious. All right, and 89 TV salute. While we wait for some more people going, I will do another live tomorrow. That's on 1:30. And I want you to really pay attention to that. And I'm going to post a story on that in the description box and also in the chat for that tomorrow. And I urge women to really, really come for that tomorrow. It's very important. I'll probably mention a little bit about it. So, welcome to 89 TV. And salute to the voiceless ones. Waiting for some more people to come through. Okay. If you can hear me, 89 TV, please press 1. I ran into this story about Roland Martin. And Roland Martin was doing it. And don't worry about it. You good? You good? Don't worry about it. And I'm allowed?
Huh?
I'm loud?
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay. And so, it's been going on for a long time, and I feel that more parents in our community should be more in the process, especially if your sons or your daughter, they heavily recruited, and I feel that I will get more into that, and so. And this is a problem, you know. And we're waiting for some people to come in. And we'll bring out some things that we as people could do. And so we're waiting for some more people to come through, you know. And like I said, parents and adults, we need to pay attention. We definitely do. We need to pay attention. Definitely need to pay attention. So we wait for some more people to come through. Wait for more people to come through. Yep. Because I know sometimes YouTube is slow. Okay. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. No problem. thanks for listening. We appreciate that. Like I said, I post the story in the description box and also in the chat. Want to support me? My information on social medias. It's in just in the description, but also in the chat. I do have a PayPal account, also Cash App account, also Super Chats. If you want to donate, feel free. If not, I know things is hard out here. Um, no, I don't know why. I should be online. Hit the live button. Let me see something. I'm back. Trap Hop Boxing, what's good? Thanks for coming. Shout out to the LDBC, that stands for Lions Den Boxing Community. Thank you so much. So why I bring up this story, like I said, the story's in the description box. It's over 21 minutes, so pay attention to that. Still the good old boys club, good old women's club too. Talking about white, and it seems like I said, it seems like it's always been like this for a long time. That college, you see like college sports when when a black coach move up, it seems that when they greet the head coaches, they just do not get the time to build, and always like a cutoff time. But it becomes somebody's white, they give them time. Even they had losing records, and that is the problem. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. And an administration is even as white men and white women, and we got to really talk about even the boosters too. But I want to talk to the parents, especially of our people. When your son or daughter is especially be heavy recruited, like 4-star and 3-star, even a little lower than that, you gotta do your homework more about that university. And plus, we gotta do more about our history too. We have to get more in depth of the history. We have to make sure that our kids get know the culture. Thanks a lot, Trap House Boxing. And that is the problem. We not educated enough. We just want to push our kids, along and get the education. There's nothing wrong with that, but no, they really exploiting our kids. Especially they get money now to get paid for it, but other things that is very important, like academics and culture, our history, they getting robbed at it, and they're not going to implement it. So I would say parents and adults, we got to do more diligence to really seek out these universities that seeking out our kids want to play sports. And even it don't have to be sports or academic, but we all stick to sports. But and then we have to understand that despite now they're getting paid good now, they're getting paid when they work and it's growing good, but the money's still in the suppressed system. And they want to keep it in the plantation mindset and the plantation system. And we have to understand that. You go watch college football, college baseball. Even you can see in the professionals too. And we gotta pay attention to that. Especially in baseball. Major League Baseball. How African American players back then? Right now, you see mostly Latin players and stuff, and they could be in the sport too. And so that's how black coaches really in the major leagues either. And I talk about that too. Even in NFL, I ain't watching NFL for a minute, so I can't say that. But I tell you, I own it too. Even like you watch like boxing, there's a few promoters that looks like us, even trainers too. We got to keep an eye on that too, And so we have to learn to control our own narrative in sports. We got to learn to control, do a better job of control of our narrative, in our history, and to understand about this system, how they've been working in the past and even right now, and we got to educate our kids about the process. And us as grown-ups, we definitely got to educate the process for ourselves too. We have to, because we're not doing it. I could talk like that because I play sports. You know what I mean? I know, I see the dirtiness of the politics of it. You know what I mean? I see it. And there's nobody don't look like us to really represent it. If it's up to them, they want to keep it as it is. The sad thing about it, they are. And it's not enough us just really talking about it all throughout sports. And the dirtiness of this racial, policies of sports. And I'm talking about for our people. And so, they do they fake surveys and stuff like that, but the real surveys, they don't want to do that because they know that it's not going to be on their side. So we have to is that yes, trap house box, right? Yeah, exactly. Y'all been talking about that for years. Yeah, you're right. And we have to enforce the narrative. That's what I'm saying. When your son is doing, and I had to say this, and I know y'all don't like it. How you doing? All right. I don't like it. But especially it goes single fathers too, but especially these single mothers out here. When your son and daughter are the professor for our people, thanks for coming. I appreciate that. Let me say this, shout out to my brother BGS. I'm sorry what happened. I listened to She Stay Sleep a little last night, and I'm sorry that happened to you. And it goes to show that some of our people are still sick. So I want to shout out to you, BGS, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. And people, man, we just sick. We deliberately sick. But I just want to shout out to you, BGS, and salute to you wherever you're doing, and thank you so much. Appreciate you and your family. So peace and blessings to you and your families, from the underrated one and the voiceless ones. All right. Need to get that out. So shout out to BGS. Now get back to the story. Shout out to you again, Brother Art, the professor for our community. And I'm talking about the father, but even single mothers. You gotta educate yourself about this system. You gotta educate yourself about the history. You gotta be more in depth. You have to be like negotiator trap out box is talking about. Yeah, you gotta be in it. And you gotta educate your kids on this too. But even like some of my kids that don't even want to be in sports, but you know, want to be agents. You gotta know, you gotta do your homework. Stop seeing your kids that they work hard and you want them to get the best education. You know, they want to play the sports and everything, and they're not ready. They're not ready to the dirtiness of this oppressor, the dirtiness of these administration and these coaches. You know, you gotta do a better job. Gotta do a better job. Even black men too, fathers. You know, gotta do a better job. Because we're failing. We're not giving them the tools to really succeed culturally. And that is the problem. Now, we need to have like brothers like Brother R. He's a professor. We need to include him. We don't include these conversations like brothers like Art or Brother Rob and other ones, and because we're stingy. We gotta include them so they can give us the best tools, the best advice is how to go about it. So hopefully one day, in the near future, I would like to have you on the panel, and so we could talk about even trap out boxing, and even we talk about sports, but we got to talk about the programs that deals with our history, that have the safety net, and we were failing, and they're gonna keep on making money. And you have to where the donations really coming from too, because some of the donations come from these companies. This doesn't reflect for us as a people. It don't. Even administration, it doesn't reflect for us as a people. We not major decision makers for these universities and even these companies that sponsor this continued oppressed rhetoric. So they look at your son and daughter, your niece and nephew, and they just wanted to say, hey, we're just gonna run you. Where's the substantial mindset that we had to have of the resources that we have to demand and keep on demanding and stay on their necks so our kids can be better succeed in all levels? I understand Trap House, but it's not like I get what you say, but it's not there. And even if it's there, yeah, like you said, we ain't taking advantage of it, but we had to do a better job. And we had to respect the ones that come before us that set the foundation too, that we don't like to talk about. And that's sad. You know, it really is. And I'm most likely probably do a follow up to this. Yeah, I'm right here, big trap house. I'm right here. You know, just like yeah, exactly. And just like in boxing, and it ties in what we're talking about. You know, and we're talking about, but you know, and he fought this guy that Bud Crawford, and it was like people was, and he spinning this narrative about nobody don't want to fight him and stuff like that. But who you signed to? You know, you signed to Top Rank by era. He had disrespect black fighters and even promoters for over 50 years. And the people just want to give him a pass. Nah. And you even got some people still want to give him a pass. Nah. We to take responsibility. We can stop, because we still got some of our people. They had this mindset and just giving in, and they still want to eat off of the system table, and it's not right. No. It just goes to let me show that we not doing our homework to really learn what's going on with this oppressed system. We refuse for that, and then we just want to make excuses. And that is the problem. When are we going to pay homage to the ones that come before us and lay the foundation that tell us what's going on right now, decades ago. And like I said, the stories in the description box and also in the chat. And it can, this conversation could be really brought out. And so when we have sons and daughters, sit down with them. You talk to them. Go to universities and let them know that they are ones that came before them to set the tone. And look at their coaching. Look at their administration. Look at their boosters. Look at it. Investigate the companies, the corporations. If it doesn't reflect what you're representing it for, that let you know that you don't go to the university. There are some say that we need to go back to historical black colleges and go right there, but that is another conversation, because how many kids is willing to go to these black colleges? And these black colleges right now, they do not really represent us here, because they send anybody. It's not a cultural standing as it was decades ago. So that is another conversation. that we got to have, that we don't like to have, but we have to have. And if y'all can hear me, press 1. So we have to make demands. We have to be on one accord. Because we don't see coaches that represent us, that even set the tone. You know, especially in college football, you know, they become wide receiver coaches, running back coaches, linebacker coaches, offensive line coaches, defensive line coaches, and they pay the way, and they get the head coaching job, and then they probably just get like 3-4 years, but they never get the time to really see it build, and they cut their feet off them. And the coaches is with them that work with that coach. They got it. They you know they have to go too, and it's unfair. And while we have these white coaches, they come in they get a head job after job, and they have never proved themselves. Oh, Jasmine, well, how you feel, baby? How you doing? Thanks for coming. And even like you look at the women's sports too. Look at the women's sports too. At least they get it right at times, but it's still the same, you know. And so I urge single mothers, you have a son or you have a daughter, do your due diligence and investigate. Do your due diligence and understand the system to see what it is. Put your son or daughter in the position that culturally they learn. Make sure they have professors that looks like us, that's willing to be there to give them. I'm okay, Jasmine. I appreciate you, sweetie. Appreciate you. Give them make sure we have professors that looks like us, so they could give them the tools to succeed in all levels in college. Stop taking the money. And while our kids is not successful and professional, I sick and tired. I watch some NBA basketball and stuff, and I'm sick and tired looking seeing these grown men acting like women. They don't have no male structure with them, and that is the problem. You can even look at the NBA. The NBA is the same thing too. They don't get the black coaches. I mean, you know, all that lie to even general manager. I mean, the Knicks, I don't understand that why. So you ask me, the owner needs to go, and the general manager needs to go, and the president needs to go. We all need to go. Scratch that off. Okay? But that don't, you know, it's like 85, about almost 80% blacks play. Well, where's the higher hierarchy of NBA? It's not there for our people. Just go look at it. And like I said, do your due diligence. To go through the information. Go through the information seriously. Take time. Because we owe that to our kids. And maybe they probably don't get it, but they will understand it sooner or later. And maybe even your son or daughter. Now, don't have to be highly recruited, but we should take the necessary steps, as I said before. I remember the study. Kellen Winslow, he's a Hall of Famer tight end of the San Diego Chargers. P Money was good. I hope so too, P Money. I hope so. I really do. But Kellen Winslow, he took upon himself to make sure that his son, before his son messed up, he's in jail now. I don't know how, and make sure that he goes to Miami Hurricanes back. It was like years ago because they had somebody that looked like him and coach him. And it was important for him that he knows about his own history. And yeah, he press one. And all right, he did okay, and he went to the pros, and he had messed up and everything. He's still in jail. I hope everything is fine. But at least his father took the time to understand and put his son that this is what you need, this is what you need. See, we don't have enough coaches to invest of our young people of these sports teams. Our coaching staff is really white. And even other nationalities too. I think I gotta throw that in because nobody like to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it too. But it's not enough of a looks like us that they could see, that they could relate socially. But the other nationalities in these sports, they have kids that relate to them and they can go farther. And it goes about economics too. That we have to understand too. We have to understand that, these sports, we gotta control the narrow, we gotta control the economics too. And we did, I'm gonna keep emphasizing this, we do have examples in the past that black men and black women had paved the way. But the white constituents, what they know and implement in them, and they say, oh, they the genius of this and that. No. And we have to understand they always been stealers in other nationalities. So what we have to do is we have to invest wisely. We have to, especially in our culture, we have to invest, take time. And also the growers have to invest in. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. Take care, son. Welcome, gentlemen's jungle. I'm back. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. If y'all can hear me, press 1. I'll take care, son. But get back what I'm saying is this that there's all this money that is making. And we get in little proportion, but the value we should get paid to. I'm back. So if y'all can hear me, press 1. And y'all can hear me, press 1. And so, and also, it gotta start from high school too. Okay, P Money, thank you. Others, you can hear me, press 1. And also, it gotta start from high school too. But even I'm gonna tell you, we should see the start from even elementary, higher elementary school, going to junior high school, We should, because it depends what state that you in. They even can't recruit kids from the elementary school, even junior high school. No. They even have universities say, hey, we got a scholarship waiting for you right there and there. You just commit. And we have to understand too, even like we have a black coaches, they don't get the top dollar that they should. But you got these white coaches, they get these sneaker deal, they get the extra, they get extra money on their contract, and that's how they had losing records. And even the ones, some of them had winning records, majority of them who plays is what? Us as blacks. When Clemson won the first time, and they went to the White House, look how they was treated. And they white head coach, Davin Sweeney, think it's okay that they got fed fast food. Blood, sweat, and tears. And you see some of our kids look like us. They think it was okay because they was not ready culturally, fundamentally sound. They was not ready. And I took him back for that because it was not the first time I seen it. And see how the president has treated him. And I'm not saying that that's the only team we treat that way, because it's not true. But I just want to junk food, right? Yeah, junk food. And he had down to women who won championships too. That young ladies that look like us too. And I wish more women talk about that. But no problem. I talk about it. So like I said, it's a broader conversation. And we don't like to talk about, we don't like to deal with it, because instead of we see our kids to succeed, we see them as our meal tickets. Come on, we got to call it as it is. We see them as their meal tickets. because wherever we want to get out, we wait for them to get us out, and that's not their job. You know, that's not their job, and we got to talk about that. We have to really get serious about it, and you asking them to take on, be the head of the family, to provide. Instead that we supposed to provide for our kids so they can succeed, they can live lives. I'm not saying nothing wrong to help out the parents. I'm not saying that, but our priorities is really screwed up here. And you don't think that these white coaches and administration plays on that? And I'm talking about single black mothers. They play on that. And I put out there, goes for black fathers too. Go for black fathers too. But most of our kids really come from single parent household. That there's no man in the house. And they also, this is true too. They're actually also two-family household. They even a father be in the house, teach him about the sport. And sometimes these white coaches and administrators try to exclude him out, the father out too, of these negotiations. So black mothers, you have to understand that too. And black fathers too. I'm glad about that, Jazz, because when I say that, it seems like certain black women are coming after. No, but I have to say what it is. And just like, single fathers in our community, when you have a daughter, same thing. Make sure you have a woman figure that looks like them, that stands for our culture. And that's very important. 2, for single mothers, you gotta get on your job. Gotta get on your job now. Gotta get on your job. Because they working on your sons and your daughters. And they want to keep that narrative going. Because they figure that, we got a man that helps you groom. Nah, we need our own that looks like us. Because all you're doing, you just want to keep that money train going. And also other levels keep going. They want to deny our culture. They want to deny somebody that looks like them, that is smart and strong. And we got to have an administration that looks like us, that will give that black woman and black man a chance to coach too. And we got to have companies that looks like us and corporations that look like us, that are willing to invest culturally and willing to be right there. Make sure that our kids have the safety net. That is not there. So this is a serious, serious problem that's been going on for a long time. And it seems that some of us is not willing to put in the effort for our kids. Some of us are very selfish, want to get out of poverty or the ghetto and stuff. Hey, look, do whatever you can to get out the ghetto, but What gas the team? And we have to be more family built for our people. Just like Trap House Boxing said, we got to negotiate. We have to demand. If they don't meet our demands, there's always another university. And there are some kids probably want to go to that university because, I can get to the pros and stuff. But, sometimes, at the same time, it's good, but they lack a coach. And that's why sometimes they get into trouble, even in college, too. And even the white coaches and administration, they probably getting them a slap in the wrist, but at the same time, they're not helping them. But they will protect that white player and other nationality or place. We've seen it. And we also have to talk about that. And I'm going to be on like this a few more minutes and then I'm going to get off. And so it is not a foreign what I'm talking about. It needs to be said. Like I said, let me see. Let me post a story again. I think I can post it again. It's in the description box and also in the chat. But this is the story right here again. I just posted. This is the story you look at. But when you listen to the story, it's over about 21 minutes and some seconds. Understand the bigger picture. Just think of the bigger picture, not just college coaches and administration. Let's think of the bigger picture of other sports. Let's think of some of our kids, they become agents. I gotta think about that too. It's not enough agents that looks like us that represent our players of all sports. Thank you, Jasmine. Sweet one. And so I urge Black women to have these conversations, to do lives on this. Educate yourself what's going on in the past and even in the present. Especially you have daughters. Make sure your daughters understand culturally has to be in the mix. Understand that we have Black men and Black women who has been trendsetters. They have set the tone. Do not let the suppressed system say about some gender and stuff like that. Nah. They have paved the way. So these are our kids, these are our young people in the near future. Right now. That's why they throw this and that at them, so they don't think about our culture. They just want to like go a few classes and just play sports. And I'm not saying that they getting paid right now. Now they finally get paid for their work, but let's not forget about our culture. Let's not forget about our history. Let's not forget about for the fight for coaches that looks like us, so our kids can look up to. Not of this oppressed system. They're on the down low. They hate us. They just want to make money from us. Let's understand that it's continuing fight. Like I said, I'm going to do a live tomorrow. It's going to be something special, and I might throw a bonus story with that. I mean, besides that, never know what the underrated one do. Hold on. Let me. Come back. Here's that's my information. If you want to donate to my PayPal or Cash App or Super Chat, feel free. If not, at least hit the like button. Things is hard out here. So if y'all can press 1. Like I said, let me get off in a few minutes, but I want to pass this on, this message that we have to get more serious to invest more of our kids. I mean, firstly, we should invest in ourselves as grown-ups to learn more about this oppressed system and learn more how this evil monopoly works. And despite maybe our kids get more money, but culturally they are lacking. And they deliberately is doing it. Thank you, Jasmine. And I urge mothers and of our people, take this conversation on. And to understand is also white women is part of it too, and other women of ethnicity is down with this oppressed system too. It's not just men. It's not just men. It's women too. Okay? Appreciate that, Jasmine. Appreciate that. So you women to stop saying, oh, it's men, men, men. Yeah, I get it. Yes. But it's women down with it too. And there are some women actually run these, white women actually run these administrations too. There are actually women, also white boosters and other boosters that do not want our culture to be heard, to be seen too. You need to understand that. And even the men that had the same mindsets of these women, I'm talking to you too. Where your masculinity at? Where's your masculinity at? No. And we just have to do a better job as a people. If we want our children to succeed, the culture has to be part of it. And our history has to be part of it too. And we have to see coaches that looks like us, that we identify with. And we have to let our kids know when you have somebody, a coach that looks like you on these, that you play hard. You play hard for them, you listen to them, you do whatever it takes. Don't just lag along. And then he or she end up getting fired before their contract is up. And then somebody, a white man coach or white woman coach, that they take on what they had built. Then all of a sudden they get the they get the notoriety instead of our black coaches, man or woman. I'm stating facts. Like I said, I play sports. I used to play sports. I've seen it. I've been in situations. Mind's eyes. Thanks for coming. The ones who came in as new, please subscribe to my channel, The Underrated Darkness, the underrated one, the #1 grinder, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen, I be chefing up information. If you want to support me, I do have a PayPal account. I do have a Cash App account, also Super Chat if you want to donate. If not, at least hit the at least hit the like button. Okay, Monica, thank you. Thanks for listening. I appreciate that. You know. So you just, and also too, when they have these festivities in the university, parents, be part of those too. Make sure the supervision that look like us is there too. That's very important. DC, what's going on? Thanks for coming. If you're new, subscribe, hit the subscribe button on my channel, The Underrated Darkness. So when the notifications come in, when I come for the powerful live stream or video, you'll get it first. But this is a serious problem. that we've been going on for a long time. Also, field trips too, very important. Make sure that it's better supervised. Goes for young black girls too. Yes, it does. It goes for too, but especially young black men, because they also trying to set traps too, and we have to show our kids better discipline. They get caught up, you know. They actually have, like, I'm just saying, some women that they throw themselves as a young men. And I'm saying goes to young black girls too. Yes, so I'm gonna say young black sisters, young black women too. So I gotta say that too. So I'm say that too. But young black men, these young women, has thrown themselves at them and try to trap them. So the money, the economics could stay with the oppressor. There's no outreach for for the black man or black woman to get married and build our family, as socially, spiritually, emotionally, socially, and culturally. And they trying to keep everything on their side of the economics. So we have to keep an eye on that too. So we have to have better representation for them too. But we have to demand that, and we have to establish that too. In order, especially, we have to create that. They have our young men and our young women have to get better nourishment from us and even our culture. We have to. If you can hear me, press 1. The ones that came late, you can always catch it on a rewind. Name is Lack of Black Coaches and Administration. Thank you, Jen. Like I said, I'll be in a few and I'm gonna get over. Like I said, the story is in the description box and also in the chat. Please take the time and listen to it. If you had anybody there with you, if you have kids that up in age, they need to listen to it too. Invite people over, discuss it, especially parents. And if you have your niece or your nephew that lives with you, aunt, uncles, you need to listen to this too. Grandmothers and grandfathers. Your older brother or your older sister, if you have a younger brother or younger sister, you need to have this to it too. We have to take back what's rightfully ours. because they're not going to imprint our culture in sports. And I'm talking about college. It goes with professional too, but college of any sport. So these conversations have to engage. I'm not saying it's supposed to be oh boy do it every time, but it's got to be engaged consistently. Let's start look at the dollar signs instead. It's going to be there, no doubt. Our culture. It's very important. Because when we see our children as dollar signs, they're not going to be ready to really equip of the nourishment that they need. They're not, because we put a dollar sign on it instead of to be there with them with the process. And there was going to be some of them don't even understand, but they get it. And have them understand that I'm looking out for your interests. You could do what you love, but at the same time, you have coaches around that looks like you. They're willing to give you the balance. So that's the key to it too. They're willing to give the balance. Because our kids and then even us as adults, it's an unbalance. And we are not getting what we need, especially our kids. And I urge us as adults, we got to shape up this conversation. We have to really engage. First, parents, custodial, you name it. And that's very important. I know that Bobby's a little, I'm not gonna say y'all in the chat, but in anyone listening, it's a little too much. But we need this, and personally, I need it too, and I need it at least to understand that maybe we think things get better of certain levels, but when it comes to our people, it ain't. We are brain dead about our culture. At times we are brain dead about our history in the past and even in the present. We have to demand respect for our culture. We have to. Because if not, this suppressed system gonna take it to the next level. And then you really gonna see the continued ugly policies, deliberate policies that are still oppressed us. Oh, so great Sunday to you too. Thanks for coming. Great to end this in a few, but I'm glad you came. Keep up the good work. Got a lot. We got some things we gotta do. Silk, she works through people in college, and I know you came late, but she it's so she have experience to work with young people in college. Always instill our culture of our kids, because after she knows that it's lack of, in academics and even in sports. Again, we got to have people look like us be head of administrations in academics and in sports. Even administration of professional sports too. And that's very important. Give them the shot to believe in themselves and feel great about themselves, and feel proud of themselves, their culture, of our culture. Our wealth doesn't mean just the dollar sign. Our wealth is our well-being. It's all of our culture. Stand up and be counted. Tada TV, Tada TV. What's good, family? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're doing all right. Glad everybody coming in. Really appreciate that. Like I said, in a few minutes I can ready to wind this down. But I remember I was on this team a long time ago. I think I was in a pre-team, and I was with one of my coaches, and now I remember it was one of the players was white, and we went to play in the tournament, and we see that this white player, he didn't want to mingle with us and everything, and we played this other team. They was saying racial slurs, and and he was like, yeah. And they looked at him like, really? And I never forget that when it was going on, the old coach, he called a timeout. And he calls father, Lemon. He's off the team. Can I have that on the team? Because he raised his son to refuse to identify who we are. And the coach put it into that quick. And when you look at the coach, we identify what's going on. Don't get me wrong. We did in that. We're so happy. And the coach always say, you stand up for yourself, you stand up for our people. You never back down from it. And it resonates with me to this day. Even before then, I was young, I always was like that anyway, but it was a reassurance. Strong masculinity that some of our young men do not have these days. And there are some Black women do not identify because they have not been around it. And that's what we have to be around too. Y'all gave me press 1. So and when your son or your daughter, your son, your daughter, your niece or your nephew, check out the sports that they play in. Do they have anybody that's a coach that could impact their life? It don't have to be a coach, it could be a teacher, and even also check out too that in the even high school, do they have like a principal, assistant principal that could impact their life too? Teachers, down the board. But also, I'm about we gonna by saying that we gonna stick to sports, but that also important too. And it goes hand in hand. No? We have to show the pitfalls that can happen if we not willing to understand that our culture they need to be part of our culture. We gotta show them, we gotta tell them that. It's a must. And also give them the tools to succeed. Wherever they go, come against, they know it's wrong. And they stick to themselves, stick strong. And understand they have to understand the big picture. Because if not, all that we doing, we let them get to the bigger whole of this oppressed system. And only just doing, they just gonna keep on climbing that ladder, impossible ladder that they can find a way to get out. And it seems like they got their head out. It seems like it's more coming. So What else? We got to put ourselves in excellent position to be there. Get them showing them about Black excellence. I know people say, oh yeah, we see Black excellence, but is they culturally sound? Yes, so I guess I think I talk too much. Just want to put my thing on it. Hope that you enjoyed this conversation. Glad that people tune in, and now we gotta put this in motion. We gotta put this in action consistently. Let's keep on demanding more inspired coaches in administration, not just in college sports, but throughout college sports and profession. So, on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chef information, and salute brother BGS. Thanks for the information, giving yourself to impact us. Only I could talk to myself. You will be missed. So with that note, I got a special live coming up tomorrow. And I'm letting you know, Black women, please come to that. And also brothers too, also men too. I want men to come, but especially women, come tomorrow. It is very important. It is very, very important. Okay? You gotta hear this. What's going on? Tell somebody. 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, 1:30. Men come too, but especially women. It's a problem. I ain't gonna tell what it is, but it's a problem. And I might throw maybe an extra story. I don't know, it depends. But again, on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, again, the underrated one, the number one grinder, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. And let's keep on engaged in these conversations. Very important. So, good afternoon to y'all and good evening. Until next time, get host.